everyone, and thank you for joining us this year during our virtual kidney walk. We would like to thank the Kidney Foundation of Canada for inviting us to share some information with you about physical activity and nutrition in chronic kidney disease. My name is Elizabeth Zamaisky, and I'm one of the registered dietitians at Halton Healthcare in Oakville, Ontario. I am also the co-chair of the Canadian Association of Nephrology Dietitians. Joining me today will be Danny Renouf, who is a renal dietitian from St. Paul's Hospital in Vancouver, British Columbia. Danny is also representing provincial dietitians at the level of BC Renal. Danny will be showing us a couple of recipes that will hopefully get us going for this virtual kidney walk. I have been participating in the kidney walk since 2011 when it first began in Halton region. It is definitely different this year, and even though we are unable to come together in person, we can come together virtually, and hopefully we can do a little bit of physical activity and we can share some nutrition tips with you. We all know that physical activity is important and plays an important role in one's overall physical and mental well-being. Most of us are able to do some sort of physical activity, but depending on our age and our well-being, we might be restricted with what is safe to do for us. If you have a chronic illness, such as chronic kidney disease, or you are on dialysis and have a dialysis access line, we recommend that you speak with your doctor before you start any physical activity. When we think of physical activity, we often think of strenuous physical exercises such as competitive sports or running, swimming, or doing weightlifting. But that type of intense physical activity is not for everyone. Light activities such as gardening, going for a short walk, or doing household chores are also physical activities which we can include in our daily lives. Getting started with physical activities can be overwhelming and difficult, but incorporating it into your daily life might be the easiest way to start. You can try doing some exercises while watching TV. You could do some stretching. You could do free weights, or if you have a stationary bike, you could watch your evening news while hopping on the bike. You could do some activities in your neighborhood. You could go for a short walk in the local park, or ask your kids or grandkids to play frisbee with you. If you live in a building, you could go up and down your hallway. When we work, we find it really hard to fit physical activity, but you could fit physical activity into your workday by parking your car a little bit further away from the entrance, or you could stop a bus stop earlier. You could also go for a nice brisk walk during your lunch break. Because each person's nutrition needs are very unique, it is important to speak to your dietitian about nutrition care plan that is right for you. Food is fuel. Making sure you are eating the right amount of food can help you maintain a healthy weight and give you the energy you need to live an active life. Now let's go to Danny to show us how to make a quick and nutritious snack.
Good afternoon, my name is Danny Renouf and I'm a registered dietitian. It's a pleasure to be able to share with you today one of my favorite quick, easy, healthy snacks that you can have at the end of your day if you have a bridge between dinner and the afternoon, or if you've just had a workout and you want a quick boost of energy. This is one of my favorites to prepare. So I've just got some plain air pop popcorn here, and as is, it's a great snack. 3 cups of popcorn is a great way just to boost your energy and also get quite a bit of fiber. However, I'm just going to bump up the flavor by adding a few simple ingredients that most of you will have in your home. So I've got a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, so I will drizzle that on top of the popcorn. And next, I'll add some shredded Parmesan cheese. Now, cheese is a high sodium food, and so by shredding it, we're essentially creating a lot of flavor without adding a lot of sodium. So it's a great way to use cheese in your everyday recipes by just shredding it like this. So I've only got a 1/4 cup of Parmesan here. And then finally, I've got a beautiful blend of savory herbs. And so I've got oregano, dried basil, dried parsley, some smoked paprika, and some garlic powder. So I've combined those and I'll add that to the popcorn. Finally, I just take my utensils, or you can use your hands as well, just to incorporate all the flavors and make sure that the popcorn is well coated. And that's it. In only a matter of minutes, you've got a really healthy and flavorful snack that's low in sodium, but sure to impress the whole group. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe as well as other recipes found on the Kidney Community Kitchen website.
When you are hydrating, water is the #1 choice. Try to limit sugary drinks such as juices, sodas, or sports drinks. Plain water could be pretty plain, but adding a few slices of cucumber or some lemon or lime or fresh mint will infuse your water with beautiful flavors. Most people in the early stages of kidney disease do not need to limit the fluid they drink. As kidney function declines, you may notice that your hands and feet can become swollen. You might be prescribed medications, and you might be asked to limit salt and fluid intake. You may need to ask your healthcare team if you should be restricting fluid intake. Restricting fluid intake can be harmful, so make sure you talk to your doctor and your dietitian about what the right amount of fluid is. Including the right amount and type of protein in your diet will help to maintain your health, preserve your muscle mass, and prevent infections. Your protein needs depend on your age, your size, your physical activity, as well as your kidney function. In the early stages of kidney disease, having too much protein can be harmful to the kidneys. That is because kidneys need to help remove protein wastes from the body, which adds stress to the kidneys. If you are on dialysis or you had a kidney transplant, you may have been asked to increase your protein needs. That is to compensate for protein losses during dialysis and for wound healing after your kidney transplant surgery. Protein in your diet can come from both plant and animal-based protein sources. Animal-based sources of protein include fish, chicken, beef, pork, eggs, and dairy. Processed meats such as deli meats, sausages, bacons, fried meats, and smoked meats can be high in salt, potassium, and phosphorus additives, and therefore may need to be limited. Plant-based sources include legumes such as beans and lentils, nuts and seeds, and soy products. Some plant-based proteins contain potassium and phosphorus. It is best to speak to your dietitian about different cooking and preparation methods to help lower the content of potassium in these types of foods. Now let's go to Danny to show us how to make a breakfast burrito.
Hello, my name is Danny Renouf and I'm a registered dietitian. It's a pleasure to be here with you today to share with you one of my favorite breakfast recipes, the breakfast burrito. Breakfast burritos are a great way to start your day because they're made with one of my favorite ingredients, eggs. So with 2 eggs, which I'm going to scramble in a heated pan, you will likely get adequate amounts of protein for that meal. And so it's a really great way to start your morning. So once the eggs are fried up, or starting to set, I'll add some red peppers. I love red peppers because they're loaded with fiber and vitamin C, but they also add a great deal of flavor to whatever I'm making. What the peppers do as they heat up is they give a sweetness to the egg. And so if you prefer something spicier, you can certainly use chili peppers or any other sort of pepper that's got a bit more kick to it. Finally, to help season the burrito, I'll add some dried spice mix that I've blended. So I've just used pepper flakes, some dried basil, dried oregano, and just some Italian seasoning together. So while that's kind of setting, I'll just grab a spoon and I'll just sort of remove the egg from the sides of the pan. and I'll scramble it all up together. I've got here a whole grain wrap. I chose whole grains because they impart more fiber to the diet. So again, this is a great way to start your morning. And this particular brand does have a lower sodium content, so just make sure you're label reading for % sodium when you're buying a wrap. Choose the smaller size wrap if possible, and try to aim for less than 15% sodium per wrap. So once my beautiful egg mixture has set and cooked thoroughly, because we want to make sure the egg is cooked all the way through, I'll just put half the mixture into my wrap. And wraps are a bit easier to fold if you just microwave them for about 15 seconds, or if you use another heated pan just to heat them up slightly, then they're more likely to bend and help you put together your beautiful wrap. So once I've done that, rolled up the sides, I've got a beautiful breakfast burrito ready to go in seconds, really. And it's a great way to start your day for protein, for fiber, for vitamins, and for a low sodium, delicious option. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I hope that you will visit the Kidney Community Kitchen website for more recipe ideas.
We hope you enjoyed this video and are well nourished and ready for some physical activity during our virtual kidney walk, even if it's dancing in the driveway or going for a short walk. We hope you have a wonderful Kidney Walk 2020. Stay safe and see you all next year.